Hi everybody, good morning. So I'm heading to town today and I decided to bring you along with me because that would be so much fun. And the reason why I'm heading to town is because I bought tickets to the Allure Philippines Beauty Congress. So it's a 3-day beauty congress and today is the last day. Now I was supposed to go yesterday as planned, but I was not feeling too good. So I just de-rested because I was quite in a bad state yesterday. Like I couldn't really stand up, things like that. I don't want to bore you with the details, but I'm so much better today. And the first day of this beauty congress was actually last Friday, but I wasn't able to go because I had a client and that really took up most of the time. And of course I was already tired at the end of the makeup session that I just wanted to go home. So I'm just so happy though that I feel so much better today, because I would be very disappointed if I wasn't able to attend this, because I have been somebody who has been reading Allure magazine ever since I was a teenager. And this is just something very nostalgic for me, especially that publishing has really diminished its reach here in the world. And I'm just also very interested to see what Allure Philippines has in store for us, because I was actually surprised that there is an Allure Philippines, because I just find it a little bit too late in the game, if you know what I mean. And I was hoping that this was gonna happen at least a decade ago, but no. But maybe this is good timing, because I have noticed that a lot of Filipinas do enjoy putting on makeup. They are very in on the trends. And yeah, so I think everything has its own time and its own place. So yeah, so that's it. Now what I'm wearing today, so just a little bit of some fashion thing. So let's flip over here. I hope you can see it. So I'm just wearing a very simple white t-shirt, and then I am wearing a brown pants here, and then I'm wearing white sneakers. So this is my Converse All-Stars that I purchased in Japan. So I forgot to show this to you guys in my Japan haul video. It was actually quite affordable. This was around 1,750 pesos only. So it was actually quite a steal, I have to say. And I am also going to be, so let me just lift my camera a little bit. Okay, there you go. And I'm also going to be bringing this very nice eggplant cardigan that I've also purchased in Uniqlo in Japan when I was there during the brush festival. And I think this will just go well with my outfit today, and also go well with the season. And I'm somebody who actually gets very cold easily. That's why wherever I go, I always bring something to keep me warm, and today is no exception. Yeah, so that's my very simple outfit for today. And as you guys have guessed, everything is Uniqlo. Again, I am a Uniqlo boy. And for my perfume of the day, it's my Thierry Mugler Amen. So just one more spritz. And for my accessories today, I just have my Evil Eye necklace, I have my Jewel Mur pearl bracelet, and I have my Hermes double tour here. So just very nice and very simple. And then for my bag for today, I am going to be wearing my Louis Vuitton Vernis, as you guys can see here. So this is basically vintage already, and this was actually gifted to me. And again, it just goes well with my overall look for today. Okay. Pardon the mess on my bed. We just woke up and my partner is actually in charge of fixing it, and he usually fixes it after lunch. Okay, so now what we're going to do is gonna head to town. Alright, you guys, so I have just finished my time at the Beauty Congress of Allure Magazine Philippines, and I enjoyed it. There were some brands there on exhibit, and each of them had their own activity which you can do, and then you can get some freebies, things like that, as long as you post your participation of it online. So that's actually quite interesting. Great marketing too. Now, I also participated in two talks. Well, no, I watched and listened to two talks that they were presenting today. One was about body imperfections, and the other was about misinformation about products that you see online. So which I think is both very timely and interesting because it affects all of us. And I like it when things like this are being talked about because we have to stop the spread of misinformation. And the other thing also is that you have to learn to love yourself. Okay, yeah, so at this point I'm just waiting for my ride. I am going to Greenbelt Mall, and the main reason why is because I want to check out Guerlain because they have released their holiday collection this year. We're here in the Philippines anyway. They only just released it a few days ago, and I'm very interested to check out the new Guerlain Meteorites for holiday 2025. So let's head over there. Hey you guys, I'm actually home now and I just came out in the shower and I'm just popping on here just to close out this vlog, and I'm just gonna share with you guys the other things that I did after I came from Guerlain, and I'm gonna do that while I'm doing my nightly skincare regimen. Okay, now I will start first by using a salicylic acid toner, and this is a VMV id toner, and I use this daily, basically in the mornings and at night, because this just really helps with my oil control, and it also helps to bring down the appearance of my pores. Okay, now I'm sure you guys can see from whatever I posted on my vlog earlier that Christmas is here in the Philippines. Christmas trees being decorated around the malls, even in the plaza where I was at for the Allure Beauty Congress. So it's really very festive here during this time of the year, and it's so nice to see it because for the past few weeks I have been in the province, so the Christmas spirit hasn't rolled in yet. So it's nice to see all these colorful lights and Christmas decorations in town. Okay, all right, so I've already applied my salicylic acid toner, and next I'm going to get another toner. All right, so now I have my glycolic acid toner. So this one has kinetin in it and some green tea extract, and this is the one that actually helps in removing any dead skin cells in my skin, and also it really helps in making my skin rejuvenate itself, so that it just increases collagen production, and it also makes fine lines stay at bay. So after I came from Guerlain, I was actually already with my partner. He came down to town to see me, and we actually went on a date. We went to our favorite restaurant, and unfortunately I wasn't able to shoot anything because it got quite dark today, very early, and I only use my phone when I'm vlogging, so everything got pixelated. But the restaurant we go to is called People's Palace, and it's a nice Thai Vietnamese, like, fusion restaurant here in Makati City in Manila, and the food there is so good, super good. So I highly suggest that you go visit that restaurant whenever you are here. I'm gonna put a Google pin down on the description box to that, okay? All right, so that's my glycolic acid toner down, and now it's time for us to apply some eye cream. All right, so next for my eye cream, this is my Nakamerahon Po eye cream. This one has retinol in it, and it also has some soybean extracts. I love this eye cream, and every time I go to Japan, I always buy myself one of this. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this here in my under eye area, and really massage it in. Also here, in my brow bone area, and also gonna do that here on my other eye. Yeah, so that's basically what happened today. I really had so much fun going to the Allure Philippines Beauty Congress, and I really love what I saw there. I saw there were a lot of young kids, who really dressed up for the occasion, and I saw a lot of people expressing themselves with their makeup. It was such a wonderful thing to see. And I'm someone who doesn't really go out much, and I rarely go to events. So when I go to things like these, it's really a very nice eye-opening experience for me, because it makes me see what the younger generation do now, because after all, I'm someone of a certain generation. I should go to more events, just so that I could get exposed to what the younger generation is up to, because sometimes when you're somebody who's older, you always get stuck in a certain way, certain manner, and I think that's fine. But when I go to events like this, it's very, very refreshing, and that's what I appreciate about it. Okay, right, so that's my eye cream down, and finally my Everything cream. So this is still from VMV Hypoallergenics. So this one has unbuffered glycolic acid. This also has rice phytic acid, and it has potent antioxidants like quinatin, green tea extract, and then virgin coconut oil. I love this. I cannot live without this, and this really helps my skin to stay healthy, to look healthy, and to act healthy. Okay, so I'm just gonna massage this all over my face and my neck. And I love doing this because this is very relaxing. And pardon me if my lighting here in my bathroom is not that good. I'm going to try to see what I can do here, because this is the first time that I'm actually shooting here in my new bathroom. So maybe I'm gonna get one of those lights that I can stick into the mirror, where I can also put my mobile phone on, just so that we don't have this dark cast in my under eye. All right, okay, so this is basically my nightly skincare routine, and no, this video is not sponsored by the said skincare brand that I am using tonight. All right, okay, so that's basically it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. I really had fun, and if you have any more questions about what happened today, or my experience using these skincare products, please let me know down in the comments box. Let's have a conversation about it. All right, okay, so I'm gonna just go now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you're having a good evening wherever you are. Bye.